Que lo que, familia. Hope everybody's being safe and hope everyone's having a wonderful day. So, I just been thinking about the word of patience lately. And I feel like right now, whoever needs to hear this is probably going through the same thing I'm going through right now. You're in the season of patience. So, you may be wondering why God hasn't given me certain things, like God hasn't given me a new car. God hasn't given me a new home. God hasn't given me a new couch. God hasn't given me a bed. God hasn't given me a decent meal. I'm telling you right now, you're in the season of patience. He is testing your love for him. I can't lie. I done messed up many times. I done messed up so many times, and he has sent me messages that I just ignored, that I ran away from. I thought me getting baptized would have changed everything. It still has changed everything for the positive, don't get me wrong, but it's true what they say. The closer you get to God, the more the man under will try to do what he has to do to get you off that path. And lately, y'all, it's been working. I ain't gonna lie to you. For the reason that it's worked 50-50. And the reason why I say this is because I go out more and I be with my son, I be with my lady, and then I go out and do other things that I must do. And I spend time with family. I call my loved ones. I text them. But it's been a minute since I've done this. And I miss this. I missed this for so long. Man. I miss just even talking to you guys. I miss just even letting my words out to y'all. And y'all just listening to me, which I'm so grateful for. And I know I'm failing God on that. I'm not sure if anyone else feels the same, but if you do feel like this, get back on your shit. Get back on your shit. I haven't cussed in a minute, but get back on it. Get back on it. I hope this touches somebody. Get back on it. Get back to what it is you love to do. Get back to what it is you are willing to do. Because that's the scary part. It's what you want to do, but you're too scared to do it. If you think about it, you already messing up right there. You already sinning at that. Because you're too scared to do what you're doing. You're too scared to do what you want to do. Because you probably might be worried. He might say something. She may look at me the wrong way. She may not want this. He may not respect me. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks. Only what God thinks. God's got you. God is with you. God is with all of us. He is with all of us. Sometimes you have to ignore what the negativity are saying about you. Sometimes you gotta ignore it and you gotta just let it go in one ear and let it go out the other. Let it go in one ear and let it go out the other is what I'm saying. But if you don't want to let it go in your ear, don't let it go in your ear. Put some headphones. Imaginary headphones, you know what I'm saying? And just ignore what they're saying. Because sometimes people is only going from what they know. And sometimes 9 out of 10, they the same ones who hasn't even done God's purpose. Who hasn't lived for God's purpose. Who hasn't lived for their purpose. Which at the end of the day, our purpose is God's purpose. If you think about it, you're in the season right now because God wants you to be isolated. He wants you to be isolated. He wants you to be alone right now. He wants to give you that time to yourself. Y'all, I'm gonna keep a buck with you. I was talking to this shit with my homie the other day. And I was telling him, and I just said out loud that, man, this is the third time I ain't had the job. This is the third time, excuse me, that I go without having a job in my life, my whole entire life. And it actually really hit me. I'm like, hold on, did I really just say that? And I said it with confidence too, like, don't get me wrong. But, you know, it's like saying something that you know that others may look at and be like, but I said it like, hey, like, it is what it is type stuff. But the reason why I'm mentioning this is because, why is that? It's because I'm not living God's purpose. I'm not doing what I'm meant to do, what I'm supposed to do. Anyone that knows me, I'll tell you this right now. I'm a going out individual. I don't like being at home. I don't like being closed up. I do not like it whatsoever. I give anyone props to do it. But now, just for the ones who don't know, I ain't working right now. Car situation as well. But God was good to me for the simple fact that I was able to get the most important piece of the issue with the car fixed. The most important piece of the issue that the car had. So it's not fixed all the way, but it's good enough for me at least to like go to these certain areas that I know I can go without being no issue. But I'm still being cautious. I'm mainly here at home than being out. Unless if I'm getting a ride with my peoples or something. But honestly, man, like, I haven't really taken the time to really even just be so appreciative of that. And, you know, you never really feel appreciative of the little things until something bad happens to you. Y'all, I'm keeping the buck with you right now, man. I never even told y'all. Because I bet some of y'all wonder, why you ain't got no job, man? Like, what's going on? Like, whatever. I left my last job to go to a better paying job, a warehouse gig. But this was the first red flag for me. Was my second week of working there, we would come in. We didn't work at all, basically. We didn't work at all. I would pull up, and the manager would say, supervisor would say, hey, we ain't got no work today. Second day, hey, we ain't got no work today. So now I'm like, what's going on, man? Like, I can't keep coming back and forth where I stay here and then coming here. And the drive was much shorter distance, but it's just like, I'm losing money. And then, after that whole week, right, I received a text that weekend. This is the second flag. It says, the whole place is getting shut down. And I was just getting my windshield fixed to my car at that time. And I was so hesitant because I wanted to tell the lady, like, you know what? Can you just tell the workers my bad, but if they could stop, if they could, like, just give me the car and not work on anything. Because they had just got to it. So, after that happened, I just said, no, I'm not going to do it. Because, honestly, my windshield needed to be fixed regardless. And I had to think about my newborn. After that happened, this was the last week. The third flag for me was we kept leaving early. We kept getting out early than what we should have. At this point, I just said, F it. I'm done. I can't do this. And honestly, y'all, even something within me told me, D, like, enough is enough, man. Just leave this. This ain't even worth it. Which, I know most people be like, I got a kid, I can't do that. And I understand that. I really do. I understand that completely. There was times I even wondered at that given moment, man, why did I just do that, man? I know I need that job. No, I ain't got no job. I can't go back to the old job because the old job, that spot was already taken. So, yeah, I was like, dang. But then a few days later, my pops tells me, because he's actually the one that got me into that job. His lady now, I should say. Her daughter worked there. And he tells me that she got fired. And I'm like, for what? And he calls up the head. And the head tells him that basically the whole people in that area got terminated because they didn't make the number of machines they were supposed to have made. Honestly, and that area was close to my area. I took that as a sign. Like, hey, you most likely would have lost your spot anyway if you would have stayed. I was like, wow, man, you something else, God. You really something else. Like, in a good way. It's like saying, yo, like, you really got me out of this jam. And then the issue with my car started happening. And when that did it, I was just like, man, what's going on, man? What's going on? Mind y'all, I want to say it started acting up right around a couple days. Was it a couple? No, I'm sorry. It was a few days before I got baptized. My vehicle started to act up. So for the time being, I was getting dropped off, picked up, and then my brother, I used his car, and that's when I got in that accident. Now, luckily, my brother now, he got a Toyota truck, which that mug is sexy, not even gonna lie. I even told him, hey man, you should let me take a spin around the block. But he's like, I know he ain't gonna let me use it again. I know he definitely not let me drive his vehicle ever in this life. I'll tell you that right now. Unless emergency happens or something, yeah, I can't even think of a time. But just even that, y'all, the fact that I'm still here and I can still move right and I can work out normally, because like I told y'all, man, like my last video and stuff, if y'all saw how way that vehicle looked, my people's even wondering, like, man, like, you alive, bro. Like, I don't know how you made it through that, but the car is bad. Like, the car looked bad. And it made me just feel so grateful, like, just so appreciative of what God has done for me. It's like, I can't turn back now. I'm so ahead. I can't turn back now. I'm telling y'all this right now because sometimes we get bad things thrown at us, and you may have people around you saying, this will happen because of certain situations, My sister told me this happened because I left my old religion to be a follower of Christ. And you know what? She's actually the first one to even have the cojones to tell me that. Because I bet you there's other people in my family that they have thought the same thing, but they just won't say it to me. But I don't let it get to me. For I believe there's a reason why that happened to me. I believe that there's a reason why that had to happen. And why it had to be me. And not my brother, but me. So, I'm just telling you right now, guys, to really study on your craft, study on what it is you love to do. Not saying you still can go and do what you have to do as an individual, as a parent, because God understands that. But just don't forget your purpose. Don't forget your true purpose, y'all. Even for the ones who work a 9 to 5. The ones who don't want to work a 9 to 5. This is for you. The ones who don't want to work a 3 to 7 or 7 to 3. This is for you. The ones who don't want to do graveyard shift. This is for you. You may have to do certain things for a time being, but do it knowing that this is just temporary. For my true calling, my true purpose is laying right there. Is lining for me right there. And I just have to run to it, run to it, run to it. But that's the thing though. Yeah, you can run and run and run, but then you're going to get tired. So this is the reason why I'm telling you that. Because it's best if you just walk. Just walk. Even the turtle beat the rabbit. Or was it the fox? The turtle beat the fox, was it? Okay, y'all let me know, because it's been so long since I remember that. Oh, man. But yeah, even the turtle won the race. It's a journey, guys. It's a walk. And we must remember to walk. And there might be things thrown at you during this walk that you're doing. From Mark chapter 7, verse 20. He went on. What comes out of a person is what defiles them. For it is from within, out of a person's heart, the evil thoughts come. Sex, sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, greed, malice, deceit, lewdness, envy, slander, arrogance, and folly. All these evil come from inside and defile a person. You may have all those things getting thrown at you. All those things. Whether it's from other people, whether it's from you in your own mind. And you have to find things to beat that. To control it. Whether it's working out. Whether it's listening to a podcast, music. Watching your favorite show. I mean, hey. Anime. I'm speaking for all my anime people out there. Yeah. It's definitely a good thing. It definitely is. And teach you a lot about life, in my opinion. But we can save that for another video. And that will come out. Guarantee that. But that's all I have to say to you guys. Be patient. Be wise. Be kind. And don't lose in faith. Keep it up. For God is with you. Believe that. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment. Make sure you share. And if not, it's all good. I love you anyway. Dale. Love y'all.